Here we go, folks. Another week, live from the studio. SASN.TV, that's the network. I'm your host, Marquell Sanders, here with the greatest.
Appreciate you, my guy, and I'm Steve Harris.
Hey, week 4, let's get into it. DMV, it's been a great week. Let's get it. DMV Gridiron.
You know why Madden's so different this year? Field sim. It changes everything.
Let's get it. Yeah. Hit boy. We got another one.
QO. Another week, another W. Let me add to that, Steve. Another big W. Walter Johnson, another organization. Steve, they weren't ready, Steve. They weren't ready. 40-0.
They did them like that?
They did them like that. That backfield, man. That backfield, explosive. A total of 237 yards rushing, Steve. That backfield going crazy. Again, another week, another big W. Now, again, we got to flip it to the other side of the ball. That defense, stellar. Leading to 3 turnovers.
3-0?
3 turnovers. 2 fumbles, 1 interception.
Oh, they hitting.
They hitting. I told you from the get-go. Them boys, men. Them men over there is hitting and hitting hard. Hey, Maryland 4A. Again, them reigning state champs, letting y'all know they ain't playing with y'all. Keep up the work, fellas. Coach Kelly, you're doing an amazing job over there. This Friday, Steve, is going to be crazy. Damascus, QO, both undefeated.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Damascus pulled out a very, very narrow win last Friday night, 33-28 against Northwest Jaguars. So again, I can tell you right now, it's not going to be that easy against QO. Now, I'm not saying everybody's perfect, but QO don't make no mistakes, clearly by them scores. So it's going to be very interesting. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Get there early Friday night and have that popcorn ready because it's going to be a movie. Now we're going to head on down to PG County. Got to slide out the Bowie when we here. Them Bowie Bulldogs, Steve.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about them Bulldogs.
Again, all these Maryland teams going crazy. Another week, another win.
Another blowout.
Another blowout. And let me tell you, Bowie came up big from the get-go. The get-go, Steve. First score of the game, a kick. 94-yard kickoff return. Great blocking by the special teams. Protecting, straight up the middle. Went to the sideline, broke one tackle, told the man, get off me. Bow, 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 down the sideline, into the end zone. But that's not enough right there. Later on in the first quarter, about 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to be exact, on the defensive end of the ball, Steve. Try to throw a little shortcut, boom, instantly. Cornerback snatched it right out of the receiver's hands. Another one, get off me. Straight down the sideline, 49-yard touchdown return. Steve, them boys is balling. Then got to go right to the second quarter. Mr. himself, Javon Sargent, 7-yard scramble right into the end zone.
Oh, man.
From there, them Bulldogs took over. 40-0.
Yeah, so it was like once they got a good grip on the game, which was from the opening kickoff, they just never let go.
Never. Hey, but that's a good team win, and that's definitely what Coach talked about. Now again, great team win, guys. That backfield again, another explosive day. 222 yards. Again, we talked about that RPO before. Sargent, Piggott. Of course, we got to talk about Jesus.
Yeah.
Them boys is something serious back there. And Coach said, in order to get deep into the playoffs, you got to be able to run the ball. So clearly, they're showing that week in and week out. So again, great job, fellas. Keep up the hard work, and we're loving to see it. Now you guys got a big game Saturday, and we gonna be there, live, ready to go. Bowie Bulldogs taking on Flowers.
Oh yeah.
Both undefeated. Again, these teams have been picking up a lot of groove, getting ready. They're going through their mistakes, getting better each and every week. And now we get ready to go into conference play, Steve.
Yeah, and this is a rivalry matchup. This is going to be good on Friday.
Absolutely. These conference games are going to be on point, dead alive. This is what we want. These are the big heavyweight fights. And again, Friday Night Lights. What more can we ask for, Steve? Steve, let's go ahead and slide over to Mo County. We got to talk about Blair and their quarterback, big time, Kendall Anderson.
Oh, yeah? What did he do this week?
Another 4 touchdowns, 4 tutties.
4 of them? He's doing some damage, man.
Put him up, man. Put him up. Every week, week in and week out, this man is stepping to the mic, making big plays, and he's doing his thing. I got to say, week in and week out, he dropping the mic on these teams every week. 43-0 against Northwood. Hey, keep at it, fellas. Keep at it. That's what we love to see. That's what we love to see. Primetime players. Primetime lights. Gotta love Fridays. Coming up Friday, Blair set the score off with Paint Branch. Now Paint Branch is coming off a 53-15 win over Springbrook. So it's gonna be very interesting to see. Again, a lot of action going into week 4. Now you know we can't forget about Wise. The Pumas squared off with Laurel last Friday. Again, another week, another W. Wise jumped off early, Steve. 30 points. 30 points in the first quarter.
First quarter?
30 points. 6 in the second, and 7 apiece in the last second half. Again, they're starting to do this week in and week out now. Remember last week, they lit up, straight torched Northwestern, 57-0. So again, I see these Maryland 4A teams, they get into that groove early. Mistakes out the window. We might have a few holding calls here and there, but the coaches and the players are definitely starting to get on the same page. A lot of the teams that we picked out, these are teams that were in the playoff race last year. And again, right back in it. Keep up the work, fellas. Keep up the work. It's going to be very exciting coming down the stretch.
Yeah.
A lot more football left to go. All right, guys, stay tuned. Again, this is a big weekend in football. All 3 states got big games going on. Stay tuned. DC, Dunbar versus Dunbar in Baltimore. Saturday, you got Bowie versus Flowers. Virginia, their Fairfax homecoming game. It's going to be crazy. Stay tuned. Make sure you follow us on all applications. Stay in touch again. Keep commenting on every single video. Keep engaging with us because we're definitely here. We're loving it, and we're definitely giving it to you every single week, week in and week out. We are here. I'm your host, Marquell Sanders.
And I'm your guy, Steve Harris.
See you next week, guys.
See it.